Okay, hello everybody. Ed's asked me to put together a little video on how we can create the effect of projection mapping on one of our little sketch models inside of Photoshop. So I'm going to show you this technique. Let's see if this works. So here we go. Here we have a video file being projected onto the model, creating an excellent effect. I hope you agree. So we have a very simple thing. We've got a photograph of our model inside of Photoshop, and we've got a video layer on top of it, a video layer in Photoshop. That's brilliant. Okay, so I'm going to take you through the process of how to achieve this. So we're going to start afresh just with a single photograph inside of Photoshop. Okay, so here is the photograph of our model. So to make this work with this projection mapping effect, we need something straight away. From the window menu, we need to turn on our timeline. Okay, this is where we can control video layers and do some basic animation and opacity and fades and all that sort of stuff. Okay, so we've got this one layer and we're ready to go. Now we need to bring in a video file. To do that, you need to go to your layer menu and then go to video layers, new video layer from file. Okay, this is where you can choose a video file. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to choose a video file. There it is, and click open. So there is my video file, and it's put it in at the playhead. I need to just grab that and move that back into position. Just going to pop that at the beginning, and I can also change the length of this. So I'm just going to hover over the end of this and drag that so it's the same as my model. Okay, now the video file's in there. How do I edit and change it and change its position, all that sort of stuff? Let's move the playhead all the way back to the beginning so you can see how the video plays, and it might be easier if we can see it sort of partly done just around there. Okay, so I am now going to transform this video layer the same way I would an image inside of Photoshop, using Control-T for edit transform, free transform, and I get this warning from Photoshop saying I need to convert this to a smart object, which is fine. So I'm going to press convert. So now that's a smart object. I can scale it, rotate it, change its position, and I can do all of those things without any concern that I'm affecting resolution, because smart objects help to maintain the correct resolution after you've done all your edits. Okay, so little things we can do with these sort of layers is we can do distortion. We could hold the control key and we could actually stretch out parts like this, so we can change the angle like it's being projected from a slightly different angle, which might be quite good. So I'm just going to bring that in just a bit there. Okay, so I'm happy with that transformation. When you're happy with a transformation, press the tick or you can press enter. Okay, so there is the video file again. Alright, that's still working, that looks good. Let's add a blend mode. So I want to blend this projection in with the model. So I'm going to click on my blend mode and I'm going to choose multiply, so it's blending in with my model, and yeah, that's looking fairly good. I think I might move it just down to, think about there. That looks really good. Okay, so I've got it blending in, but I'd really like it just showing up on certain panels of my project, and to do that I'm going to add a layer mask, which is something we use quite a lot in Photoshop. So we're going to create that layer mask by using the polygonal lasso tool. I'm going to select that there. I'm going to zoom in with Control plus. I'm going to zoom in quite far, just like this, and I'm now going to make a selection. I'm using my space so I can move around, and I'm just going to click, just going around the edge just like so, and just selecting the parts where I want the projection to be visible. So I'm just going to go down here and just click around this part of the model. So coming back up and get all of this top edge, and if we make a mistake, we can just press the backspace and we can sort of unpick our selection, which is really useful. So let's go to the first point we clicked, and there's our selection. But I want to add to this selection. I'm going to zoom out. I would like it to also appear on this panel here. So let's zoom back in, Control plus, and let's start going around this part here. And this is going to add to the selection. You can see there's a little plus icon on the cursor. It means I'm adding those points, but I'm actually adding to that selection, so I'm not going to lose the selection that I've already made, which is very good. Just get those shadows in and around here, back up, notch out, and you can feather these selections, you can soften them, get a more realistic effect, but I think this is going to work really quite well. So I'm just going to click just here to finish my selection. So I've got the selection, Control minus to fill the screen, and if I press the layer mask button just down here in the layers panel, if I press this button here, add layer mask, you can see that it will use the selection, and now my video file is just inside of that selection, which is very good. You can see the layer mask that's been generated. It's inside of layer 1, which is our video layer. Now we're going to run the timeline, and the first time it's going to do it quite slowly because it's processing. So let's try that. So we'll press play, and we can see the video file going through. I've distorted the video file, I've changed the angle, I've added this layer mask. It's got to process these details. Once it's processed, gone through that file once, the next time we press play, it will be running in real time. Okay, so it's nearly finished. Here we go, and let's go right back to the beginning and press play to see the result. And there we go, you can see the video playing just on those panels of our model. So we got an excellent projection mapping effect. Now we can use these same techniques. We can use we can animate still images. We can create a really good parallax effect inside of Photoshop using some of these techniques, and I hope to have the opportunity to share some of those things with you. And yeah, I hope you enjoy this technique, and I hope you have a go at it, and I look forward to seeing what you do. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.